Hey, sports fan, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Let me take this mic with me here much better. I can use it this way much better. Well, if you're an Oriole fan, you got to be very disappointed. Orioles lost 3 games in a row against the Houston Astro. Astro beating the Orioles 8-1 today. We have the some scoreboards to give you, but once again, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Thank you those that have subscribed, those that hit the like button, those that have comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. We need to continue to grow. We are growing. I have 77 subscribers. Hopefully, I could get pretty soon 500 of them, 1,000 of them. As we go on, it's a long season. We have the NFL coming up. Hockey will be over tomorrow night. Wishing well for the Florida Panthers. Up 3-0. Edmonton has rolled back and tied them 3-3, outscoring the Panthers 18-3 in those 3 games. This is it, guys. We got to win it. Okay? We are the champions. We have to win it. Florida, don't know what's wrong with Florida. There's a video I did out there I want you guys to check out. It's what's happening to the South Florida teams. And this is only 3 teams I'm talking about. The Miami Heat, the Miami Dolphins, and also the Panthers. What's going on, guys? We can't win the big games. We have excellent players, good players. But just check it out, guys. Just check it out. It's out there. It's one of my podcasts that I did. It's not a long video. It's just make you think. It's just make you think, guys. What's going on? When Boston had that curse, they called the curse of the Bambino, the Boston Red Sox, they couldn't beat the Yankees. They couldn't beat anybody. And suddenly they beat the Yankees. They got red hot. They won the World Series. And the curse was over. Now, I don't believe in curses. I really don't. I just feel that this owner is spending a lot of money with the players, with the team, and I see that nobody's doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, Greer, McDaniels, if they're not a hot seat this year, somebody is. Because now we have excellent players once again. We have a good lineup out there. I still believe that we need to fix the offensive line. That's another thing and topic to talk about in the next one. But anyway, let me go back to baseball. I'm sorry I was jumping to all these kind of sports because I do have a lot to talk to, but I'm trying to make it short. So once again, tomorrow night, don't forget, Panthers and Edmonton for the Stanley Cup. Anyhow, like I was saying earlier, Houston beat Baltimore 8-1. Valdez beat Suarez. Once again, the pitching's hurting the Orioles. After scoring 17 runs, and then the other night they scored 11 runs against Houston, the bats went cold. So the only good thing about it is the Yankees lost to Atlanta, so the Orioles still 1.5 out of first place. Now we have the Mets beating the Cubs 4-0. That's in the 6th. We have Phillies earlier today beating Arizona 4-1. Like I told you earlier, Atlanta beat the Yankees 3-1. We had Tampa Bay beating Pittsburgh 3-1. Cleveland beating Toronto 6-5. Detroit beating the White Sox 11-2. We have Boston beating Cincinnati 7-4. Then we have Miami beating Seattle 6-4. And see, these are the team of the spoilers. They're beating the top teams. This is where you have to really compete and try to win as much game as you want, especially with bad teams. So then we have St. Louis beating San Francisco 5-3. We have the Texas shutting out Kansas City 4-0. Schwarzer, I think it is, or Schwarzer, the pitcher that was on the disabled list, came back and he has pitched 5 innings today after the DL. He pitched pretty good, by the way, but they won. And then we have the National beating Colorado 2-1. We have Minnesota beating Oakland 3-0. Then we have Milwaukee beating San Diego 6-2. Once again, like I tell you, tomorrow night, don't forget, Stanley Cup Finals. So that's your Major League Baseball. Now, looking at the NFL, believe it or not, they already got the schedule out. Starting September 8th, Miami will face Jacksonville in Miami. The line is Miami by 3.5. It's just too early, guys. Too early. I mean, they got Baltimore Thursday night on at 8:20 p.m. against Kansas City. Uh, Kansas City by 2.5. Once again, too early to predict the NFL. You got injuries. You got mini camps. You got camps. You got preseason. You got so many things to still go through. I don't go into that. But those are the stuff that there's a whole schedule out there that just came out with the picks and all that and the games, which is great. I mean, I'm not saying that's not, but it's too early to pick this team. I mean, you don't know who's going to make the team, who's going to get cut. We just don't know that. Once again, I want to thank everybody that have subscribed. Give me the like and also the thumbs up. Please, I urge you guys to, in the comment section, make a comment. Please make a comment. Yes, I need more subscription. Hopefully, I pray to God that I get those as they come through. There's no rush. I'm trying to make this more fun, entertainment, interactive with you guys, so we can interact. And if you do subscribe, be sure you keep your bell on, because once I go live, the bell will notify you when I'm going live. That's very important, guys and girls. When that happens, I'll be going live, and I can answer any questions you guys have, anything you guys need to know about your team, about sports, about anything in general that you guys want to speak about. So, but I know I met a lot of Dolphin fans here in Georgia, a lot of Pittsburgh fans. I met Atlanta fans also. Of course, it's Atlanta because we're in Georgia. I met Tampa Bay fan. And you know what? I talk everything in general. I talk about, your team. We look at your team. Like I say, I got something coming up that I'm going to evaluate each team in each league. I'm going to pick a team from the AFC and a team from the NFC. And so I look at each league and each division. And we're going to break down to each division of the teams, the pros and cons. What's a good signing? What's a bad signing? What is potential? It's funny because I tell this to everybody. It's a 53-man roster, okay? You got 90 players right now in your team. Through cut, through injuries, through releases, you're only allowed to have 53. But you do have a roster. And the reason you have a roster, because you use that roster to win games. Regardless, we need to give people opportunity. We need to give players, especially from college, give them a chance and opportunity. That's why I believe the preseason should go back to 4 games, not 3 games. Then you got starters that they don't play. They don't start. They don't start until the last game of the season, and they'll probably play 2 quarters. And then when the regular season starts, they get hurt. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I've seen that a lot, in a lot of teams. So, and then we talk about injuries. We talk about quarterbacks. This is the year that we'll probably be keen in quarterbacks. Why? Because Love, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, especially Rodgers and Cousins coming out of injuries, okay? The Achilles injury. That is very, very good to notice, to focus on as the NFL season starts, okay? I know there's a lot of Jets fans out there. They're so excited. I look another repeat with Brett Favre, the same repeat I see with Rodgers. This is not good. It's not good. It's controversy. And once again, man, selfish individual. When you get a person, a selfish individual in your ball club, that's not good, guys. That's not good. And I know that we say that because as a sport podcaster, we think that people, just because they're top level, quarterbacks or players, they think they're number one. I'm a firm believer it takes a whole roster to win a football game. It takes 11 on defense, 11 on offense. So that's one thing I'm concerned, coming into this league now, especially this year. Players that have signed with teams to actually improve and make them better. But sometimes their ego and pride get over their head. And you know what? We have a controversy in the ball club. We have a person that's not happy in the ball club. People not showing up in OTAs. People not showing up in mini camps. People not showing up in training. People not showing up in preseason game. I don't like holdouts. Unfortunately, that's part of the NFL business. There is holdout. People want their contract. So, it's kind of kind of hard to predict our teams, which direction they're going, because we don't have the actual players that we need in position to make it to where we want to make it, because we have to go through all these process, which the OTA and the practices and preseason. And then remember, you got the free agents you signed, the people that cut their players. So there's everything in common that comes in when it comes to the NFL. I'm so excited for the NFL. I am excited. You know, the only thing is I'm not excited with the rules. If anybody know about the rules, you can't tackle below the waist. Okay? The rules about the flag, about the red flag, about, you know, making a call. If you make a bad call, you got a second opportunity for, you know, you make a second bad call on the replay, you lose your challenge. So, and then the kickoff return, which is okay. You know, it's going to help a lot of punt returners and kickoff returners, if you want to call it actually kickoff returners. So we're heading to a process of playing football to flag football. We need to go back to what we used to play, the old time style of football. But if you notice lately, look at what's happening in football. Concussion, okay, Achilles injuries, knee injuries, especially a lot of knee injuries to running backs. Raheem Mostert was one of them. He was in and out. You know, I know the physical of the game has changed. I mean, you got linebackers, you got offensive line running pretty fast. You know, so. But anyhow, I want to thank you so much for joining in. Like I said, I don't have much to say. I just have the scoreboard. Don't forget tomorrow night. Enjoy the game. Go Panthers. Wish them the best of luck, man. They deserve to win it. They lost it last year against Las Vegas. Now they're back again this year. And I'll be surprised they'll be back here next year again. You know, but now it's serious. We have to win it all. But anyhow, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your weekend. You guys have a blessed night, and talk to you later. God bless and see you soon. Thank you.